Hello guys, how are you guys doing? Another chapter reading of One Piece. This week's chapter is chapter 1067 and I do not know what it's going to be about. Last time out, I reviewed it yesterday, so it's fresh in my mind. Last time out, Vegapunk was revealed. I'm hoping we're gonna see more of Vegapunk. Not sure if we're gonna get more information right off the bat. Don't know if we perhaps go to CP0. So let's dig right into the chapter, as I'm very curious as to what Egghead has in store for us after everything that it's already revealed. So this week's chapter is called Punk Records. And Punk Records kind of makes me think about some record label or some store. Interesting name. But Vegapunk Records, of course. Anyway, the cover page is Caesar Clown fighting against Judge, so Sanji's dad. And we see Ichiji and Niji in the background sighing for the chapter. We go immediately to Jewelry Bonney. Oh, so we're gonna know what happened to Kuma. What happened to your head? Wasn't it larger like a light bulb? Ah, because it had grown quite large, I cut it. What? You can't cut it just like cutting a hair? Well, when we met last time, my body size grew large just like the giants. My body size grew large just like the giants, like only because of his head? By the way, he's almost as tall as Jinbei, even without the head. So quite tall, actually. I've heard rumors that he's a large guy. Yeah, like a balloon. No, the truth is, Nomi. What? No, the truth is, I am a brainiac man who ate the Nomi fruit. So happy that yesterday I made this video. He does not have a space fruit. He does not have a space fruit. I told you. Nomi fruit. But what is it? With it, I can remember every tiny detail of knowledge. Ah, knowledge fruit. Like a knowledge fruit, then. The brain is getting bigger and bigger with the data capacity. After all, I was born as a genius with unlimited data bank in my brain. It has grown into the world's largest brain and continues to grow. Even now, says Luffy, I don't see any change at all. That was incredible. As a researcher, are you strong too, Dr. Vegapunk? Of course, he says. Wow! So Chopper is amazed. Old man, you cut your head. Does that mean you became an idiot? No, Luffy, he's not an idiot. And Vegapunk surprised. Don't underestimate my genius, you damn brat! This apple is an antenna. Ah, okay. So he has like an antenna. Punk Records. Ah, okay, now I remember. Punk Records. It was written on the inside of the egg, of the cracked egg of Egghead Island. Okay, yeah. That's why it was so fresh in my mind. I couldn't remember why. So look at the top of the island. On the backside of the giant egg, there is Punk Records written on it. That is a hanger for my brain. All that is a hanger for your brain? That's some brain. Okay. So, isn't that too large? Even if I am apart from it, this antenna will connect data via psychic waves, not physic waves. That would be weird. Via psychic waves, so there is no problem. Earlier, you guys met with a girl named Vegapunk, right? That was my clone. There are six of them on this island. Is that a ninja move? Yes. Luffy is not gonna understand anything he's gonna say. Each one is an Each one is an expert in a certain field. All 6 of them share the same personality as me, but the labor force is that of 6 people. What's that supposed to mean? It means that once a day, I synchronize their experiences and knowledge through punk records. Their personality and duties are separate, but each of their experiences is worthwhile. Okay, so it's like, basically, like how a database works at night. When you're off work, the database will update itself. Okay, I understand. That makes sense. So Luffy, of course, does not understand a thing that he's saying. Like I said, Jinbei asking, is it because they share the same brain with you? What an incomprehensible world. Consider it like using the same library, says Vegapunk. For example, if every person in the world can access my brain, it's as if mankind has acquired my knowledge. That would be genius. That's like, isn't that like kind of what Elon Musk kind of wants to achieve with his chip? With the brain chip thing? Well, not that far-fetched, but maybe in the future he would want that. Also, if mankind reciprocally can update the punk records, it is possible to create a sea of knowledge far beyond my brain. This brain will someday be able to be shared with mankind. So that means every researcher in the world can learn from it, says Chopper. Yeah, of course, as a researcher he is going crazy. Of course, he says. And Chopper is doing like a hovering, flying away thing. And Jinbei, will there be any inconvenience if you get into my thoughts? Okay, so Jinbei being the realistic one here, seeing the dangers immediately. You are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea Jinbei. But science cannot move forward if you worry about that. Oh, I want to hear that laugh in the anime. Like a pepe. Okay. You never change, Vegapunk. You are willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of science. That's why you transformed my dad into an emotionless combat weapon. Stop, Bonney. That saber was a failed product. Shut up. I just tested its sharpness earlier. Just change my father back to normal. If your answer is no, and she's pointing the lightsaber at him now. Bonney, please think again. If you kill him, you will end up making more enemies than you would imagine. Than you would be able to imagine. Just turn off the switch, Bonney. That beam function is to attract a large number of insects. Wait, what? What? It's an insect what? It's an insect saber. And of course, all the insects are going towards Bonney now, and she starts crying like a real girl. And she passed out just as if someone used Conqueror's Haki on her. And Luffy being like a little kid holding the horn beetle up now. Look what I found, a large stag beetle.
That's not a large stag beetle,
says Chopper.
Are you not worried about your fainting?
Vegapunk relieved, that makes sense. Her reason to kill me makes sense. I'm safe because the weapon she picked is a failed product. By the way, you guys recently went to Wano, right? There was a rumor. Is it true that there is another dragon besides Kaido? Oh, you mean Momo? It's a devil fruit that I left on Punk Hazard. It seems that he ate it. Really? It's a failed product? It's an artificial devil fruit that I created. It was created with a large number of research fund over 20 years from Kaido's lineage factor. but his growth won't be the same as the original fruit. Ah, so that's why he can be turned into a dragon-like Kaido. But it was a success. He can spit fire and he is powerful. Even now, he became a guardian deity of Wano. So you created it? You're incredible, says Luffy. What's the color? It's pink. And Vegapunk now bumping his head in the ground. You see, it was a great failure! I mean, it still worked though, says Luffy. And Jinbei, I see, so he is a genius and a perfectionist. So he calls it a failed product because it's not the same color? What? Oh my god, yeah, okay, a perfectionist scientist. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And now he's looking at the ancient robot. How about this robot? Says Luffy. Please move it. Aren't you the one who created it? No, that is wrong, he says. That's the legendary metal giant that attacked Marijoa's 200 years ago. 200 years ago? Also, that machine was probably created far more than 900 years ago. Huh? That's impossible! I still don't know the reason for its creation. I heard that there was no damage due to a lack of energy. The researchers at that time were surprised with unknown science it has. No one knows where it came from or what it was trying to do. Okay. The world government ordered its complete destruction, but because of their curiosity, the researchers didn't do that. Jim is starting to think. It still exists here because the information of it has been passed down from generation to generation. The government didn't know about its existence. You guys did well coming here. You must have seen the entrance as a wall, right? Well, I did go rough on it. No, we just lost. Ah, yeah. Okay, so Chopper is explaining they were just lost. We didn't go rough on it. Well, I'm truly sorry for that experience. 200 years ago, that year is the exact year when discrimination against fishmen started. So now everyone is watching on a monitor with Shaka. They are watching Vegapunk, Luffy, Chopper, and Jinbei. So 200 years ago is when the discrimination against fishmen started. So that robot climbed through the red line? Probably. We created Vegaforce 1 based on everything we learned from it. But there are things that I can't replicate with my science. I can't believe it was a machine soldier made 900 years ago. A machine that even you can't replicate? Says Frankie. The problem is power. In the past, there was the power that was enough to change the common sense of the world today. Then Nami says, but for now, I'm happy Luffy and the others are safe. But who is that girl? And Usopp knows her. It's Jewelry Bonney, right? She's a pirate just like us. So that girl got some trouble, says Sanji. Of course, he is going nuts already. Also, Vegapunk's head is awesome. Luffy! Bonney. I did some bad things to Bonney. Oh yeah. Old man, you should beg for forgiveness. What do you even know about it, you damn brat? There were some things I wished I handed it over. There are some things I wished I handed over to her. Bad translation, I'm sorry, I'm reading non-official scans here, and I think it's very weirdly said, so... Okay, so there are some things, so let me think, what are they trying to say? There are some things that I wish wished I handed it over to her. So what do they mean by that? There are some things that he wishes he could do over again and do different, or like some things that he wished he would be able to explain to her. Also, Straw Hat Luffy, it's fated that you have come here. Can you do something for me? Can you take me out of Egghead? Wow, Luffy is going to take Vegapunk to the revolutionaries. That's how he meets his dad. Huh. Okay. And there's an explosion on the sea beasts. This is Cipher Paul. We wish to harbor. What an insistent pet he has. So CP0. Oh my god, I talked about this earlier. Like, I didn't know if they were coming or not. I was not spoiled, by the way. I was just guessing what the chapter could be about. So we got information, and now we even get CP0. This is already an awesome chapter. So now CP0 saying, we've got information that Jewelry Bonney is heading to Egghead. She's an eyesore who repeatedly escaped. But we no longer have any use for her, right? Says Lucci. Next time we meet, I'll definitely kill her. Ooh. Ooh. And like in the back, I think I see Blueno. Like on the right side, there is like a guy who has like a beard, and it kind of reminds me like Blueno. So Blueno is also CP0 now. My guess is that he is also CP0 now. Okay, so further. Shaka is the government's chip. It'd be bad if they knew we harbored pirates in here. Also, their CP0 and Lucci is on that ship. Just let them enter. Says the evil one. Rob Lucci is an assassin, right? Lilith the evil. Just let them enter. Rob Lucci is an assassin, right? And now everyone is panicking. Rob Lucci! How about you let me out of here right now? Says Usopp. Oh no, I hate him. Isn't he retired? Says Nami. Please don't let him enter the island. And Sanji. Robin, don't you worry. I'll protect you no matter how many times it takes. And yeah, she's also shook, of course. Robin, because she remember, of course, that was one of the most terrible times for her. But also one of the most precious times for her, because she finally got her family there. Her new family, that is, the Straw Hats. And Shaka prepared to intercept them. Decline their request to harbor Kamabaka Kingdom on the Grand Line. Dragon. Something strange is happening to Kuma. Wait, Kuma. You're still under repair. And Kuma is moving, and we see like everything going around them. Kuma, what's happening? Is he still under Navy control? Where are you going, Kuma? He still can't move properly. He lost almost all of his consciousness. What's happening, Kuma? And he starts running again. We don't know. Please stop, Kuma. Please come back, Kuma. And he falls again. What's the matter, Kuma? Where are you going? Just stay here, says Dragon. From now on, our battle as the Revolutionary Army will start. And next week is a break. I was expecting that break. honestly, I was expecting that break like last week. I was not expecting a chapter this week, but because there was no information that there was going to be a break, I knew there was going to be a chapter, but I honestly expected that break to already have happened right this week. So, as I said, as I said in my review in chapter 1066, this is the start of a new war. A new war of Joy Boy versus the Marines. Luffy is going to beat CP0, whatever. Lucci is going to survive, whatever, giving the information to the government. The government is going to go to Elbaf, because Lucci will have discovered information about the books being in Elbaf. Dragon and Vegapunk going to Elbaf. Luffy going to Elbaf. There is going to be a battle in Elbaf. That's my guess. That is what I honestly believe. I believe Elbaf is going to be the next place where the war happens. So that was my chapter reading, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in my review section, but I will wait for the official translation releases, because I didn't get a few parts where there was like mistranslation and stuff like that. Of course you have that if you read scan translations, but there are some things that I want to clear up, like the part what Vegapunk is talking about with Jewelry Bonney. The part where Bonney was going mad against Vegapunk as well. There was a little bit of confusion there for me, but anyway, I'll wait for the official releases and reread it a little bit before I do my review, and I'll come back to you guys later. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you like this content, and see you next time.